In this video, we're gonna talk about real estate in times of recession. Should you put your money in real estate when things are crashing down? If you want to know more about that, we have Icel D. Check this video out.
I invite all of you to hit subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of Marvin Hermo's very nice videos.
Oh guys, please stay till the end. We have a very rich interviewee in this channel, so enjoy the rest of the video. Hey guys, so in this video, we have, pwede ko sabihin, sister of Carl D, Vice President of Spectrum Investments. Guys, pareho silang mayaman, so wala kayong problema. Sobrang yaman, yes, no? Talaga, humble, pareho. Parang si Carl, sobrang super humble. Okay, the Spectrum Investments is really into real estate. Yes. So my question is this: how does the real estate market perform during times of recession? Should people be scared? Let's segment it. Number one, people na meron ng property. Number two, people na bibili pa lang.
Okay.
Recession, people na may property.
People na may property, should you be scared? Ang property kasi is really a very solid investment, and it's really a long-term investment. So if you know that you're going in and you're in there for the long term, and you're not touching money, kumbaga yung money na nilagay mo doon, if you did your basic financial planning, and it's really money meant for investing, meron ka ng emergency fund, hindi mo siya gagalawin for your daily expenses, hindi mo kukunin sa savings, it's really very solid. If you look at history, yung mga properties na familiar tayo ngayon, I don't wanna name na yung mga properties, but you know, yung mga, let's say, kahit na villages dyan, commercial properties, you know that they've gone through so many crises, they've gone through a lot of etong ikot natin ng economy, but they're still very solid right now, and tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman yung appreciation ng value. Iba kasi talagang property is really hard asset. What will define if your investment ng property is safe or not is yung status ng finances mo, is yung status ng money mo. If hindi solid yung money mo at nilagay mo sa property and you don't have, you haven't saved up for emergency, whatever emergency, like 6 months from now, 1 year from now, then if you will be needing to touch that investment sa property dahil wala kang enough savings or emergency fund, dun siya magiging delikado.
In the midst of a recession, do property prices dip? Bumabagsak ba talaga siya or hindi naman siya gumagalaw masyado?
Ang property siguro, ano pa rin siya, affected pa rin siya ng economy, supply and demand. Kung merong nagle-let go ng property because natatakot siya or kinakabahan siya sa finances niya at magbebenta siya ng low, then dun lang yung reason na bababa yung property. So it's really artificial.
Pero it means it's one-off, hindi siya yung systemic na lahat nung ano na yun na talaga yung magiging price for the entire row of units. Okay.
It's not. If you're gonna look at itong mga properties na very solid, in very good areas, in an area where people do not need that money right now, hindi bababa yung presyo ng property.
For those that want to come in, may cash pa sila ngayon, thinking na, should I buy? What if magkaroon ng recession? Should they wait? Or should they find good deals na parang, uy, baka bumagsak naman itong presyo, dun na lang ako magpapasok ulit?
If you have ready cash right now, na alam mong nakatabi talaga siya for something long term, hindi mo siya kailangan galawin for the next 10, 20, 30 years, the longer na alam mong hindi mo kailangan tong money na to, then we can safely say that it's a good time to buy when people are panicking. Parang stocks, may nagpapanik, may nagbebenta, so this is your chance to buy low. Pero hindi naman tayo blindly na porke bumaba yung presyo, bibili ka. You still study the fundamentals. Anong area ba to nakalagay? Ano ba mangyayari within the next many years? Kung wala namang developments in the many years, then there's no need to rush.
Okay.
Pero right now, if you're, ngayon talaga, like you were saying, I saw your video, cash is king. It's true, if you have the money now, then you, nag-aabang ka ng opportunities. And there will be a lot of opportunities.
You've been in the industry for 14 years, no more or less, 14 years. On bad times, meron bang ano yan na mas mabilis maka-recover yung nasa main cities or mas mabilis mag-recover yung mga raw land na medyo malayo pa? How does it normally go pag in times of in uncertainty?
It depends eh. Ngayon na if you've noticed in the past in the last maybe 3 to 5 years, ang laki ng jump ng property prices ng mga nasa raw land. Because of all the infrastructure. So even now, if you study, ano ba tong build project na sinasabi ng government natin? Saan ba magbe-build itong mga projects na to? If you look at those areas niya, kahit sa Roland ka mag-invest ngayon, investing in a, hindi naman, not to say naman 100% safe, but parang very calculated yung risk mo.
Okay.
If you look at these areas na may develop.
Pero do they get hit pag nagkaroon ng recession or mas mabilis sila mag-recover? Saan yung mas mabilis na recovery?
Mahirap ko sabihin marami. Like,
Okay.
marami tayong cities.
Okay.
If may city na nakafocus dito sa market na to.
Okay.
May city na nakafocus like we're now in BGC. This is a very, BGC kasi is a very well-balanced city.
Okay.
Hindi lang siya naka-anchor sa isang nationality or isang industry.
Okay.
Diba? We have how many international schools here, how many embassies are here. We have thousands of multinational companies. So, medyo maganda ang area ng BGC in a way na it's very solid. It won't be that majorly affected kung may mangyari man. Like, if something happens in this country, hindi tayo majorly affected. Kasi we have thousands of companies here in many different countries.
Okay.
So, cities like this na very well balanced will be, I think, will be least hit. Mas mabagal, ma-hit, or mas mabilis ang recovery.
Oh, you opened up a very good question. So, there's a lot of talk about POGOs.
Okay.
That they're at risk also right now because China is clamping down on them. It's not just because na gusto sila pa stay ng government, pero if China cancels all of their passports and visas, it might come to a point na hihina yung POGO industry sa atin. So how does it work? Pag ganun, how big of an impact is the POGO industry sa mga cities predominantly like Makati, MOA na sobrang daming Chinese na nandun?
If definitely kung nabawasan yung POGO and you were buying your property with the intent of marketing it or renting out to yung POGO market, there's gonna be an effect. Sabi nga nila, there's gonna be a correction. And ang lagi ko sinasabi, if you bought that property at the normal price, with the understanding na you're gonna lease it out at a normal price and not at the inflated price, then you should not be worried. Kasi babalik lang siya sa kung ano yung normal na rental niya. Ngayon, parang it's a bonus if you're enjoying an artificial ballooned income because of the POGOs, then you just take what you can get. The worst that can happen is it will go back to its normal rental rate.
It's diba? Parang yung iba dinodoble talaga nila yung presyo pag
Dinodoble
POGO.
talaga yung presyo.
Pero I have a question about that. I'm sure nagre-research naman yung mga Chinese. Bakit nila tinatanggap na mas mahal yung presyo na yun?
Hindi ko 100% sure kung ano yung reason nila. But
diba?
I think nga because may konting uneasiness din sa normally sa mga unit owner, ayaw din nila usually magpalit pagka Chinese. So ang kapalit na lang, sige, if you're willing to pay double, then I don't mind.
Okay.
Some of them kasi, di ba, they use marami sila nagsistay in a unit. Some people don't like it.
Okay.
So napapalitan siya with the higher rental rate. Sige, okay lang. Anyway, mataas man yung rent mo.
Pero do the Chinese, they don't research anymore na baka dito mas mura sa area na to. They don't do that. They don't do that. Na parang kung ako sila, ba tayo na lang nila I don't know, Pioneer. Might be cheaper in Pioneer kesa getting a lot of property. Since Makati naman, madaming mga, that's where most of the POGOs are. It's easy naman to, since naka-van naman sila lahat, it's easy to move from Pioneer also to Makati.
There are POGOs also in the Pioneer area. So meron ding mga condos dun enjoying the rental from the POGO. I think normal, like pag tayo, mga Pinoy, pupunta tayo ibang countries, mag-work tayo. If pwedeng magkakasama tayo mga Pinoy as a parang support sa each other, mas gusto din natin na magkakasama tayo. Because of what they're earning also, parang part na ng package naman na nila. I don't think the price is really a big issue for them.
So, should people be scared about what's happening sa POGO or parang, you think over the course of 2020, 2021, they can still expect na okay pa naman to, everything will still be good for the POGO industry?
May mga uncertainties kasi ngayon so there might be a slowdown, but for the people who have properties and they're renting it out, yun nga, as long as you didn't buy it at an artificially high rate, expecting artificially high returns on the rental, you're still okay. So, if ngayon ka maghahanap ng mga properties to target POGO, you bilhin mo siya at a really artificially high price. And meron talaga man nagsasabi na artificially high price itong area. I'm sure nakita ko na rin sa video mo, so I'm sure you know the areas.
Okay.
But they're saying also that BPO is getting stronger. Itong what's happening right now with the coronavirus, may pros and cons, may opportunities.
Okay,
pag mga
what's the opportunity? I'm interested about that.
Opportunity ngayon is yung mga jobs na online. A lot of Pinoys are getting good money being virtual assistants.
Okay,
So maraming opportunities with e-commerce also, those who are into e-commerce.
Okay.
Kaya nga sabi nga nila, maganda ngayon mag-invest sa mga storage, warehouses.
Okay, warehouse, I agree.
Yeah. So lagi may opportunity, whatever the situation, the economy, we just have to look for those opportunities.
Okay. Before we put this to a close, should a recession happen, should times get bad, what are your go-to tips for people who are investing in the real estate market?
Ako, for me, don't panic. You'll only lose money if you panic and want to sell your property at a really low price. Kung pinasukan mo naman yung real estate, don't worry, because historically, the most that has happened sa real estate pag may recession, maybe it will slow down a little, magbababa ka ng konti ng rent mo, but if you take out that price na magbababa ka ng konting rent and you still keep that tenant, you're still paid pa rin yung taxes mo, paid pa rin yung monthly dues mo, and at the end of it all, you still own that property and it will recover.
So, to end, do you suggest on a recession to invest in real estate versus stocks versus bonds versus starting your own business? Is it something na medyo ideal? Uy, mas maganda yung lighting pala dito. Tingnan na natin yung ibang klase. Oo nga. Do you suggest that to people?
If you have that money, I think right now it's there is opportunity in real estate. Choose which one. Masyado kasing broad ang real estate eh. So merong mga babagay depende sa iyo, depende sa plans mo, depende kung ano yung plan mo for the property. Is it for long-term capital appreciation? Is it for cash flow? Depende sa plan mo yan. Depende also sa financial capacity mo. So it's really good to talk to somebody personal, one-on-one. Kasi hindi lang siya kung gaano kaganda yung brochure, kung gaano kaganda tong property. It's really a whole package of gaano kaganda to, in line ba siya sa plano ko, and ano yung capacity ko to pay for it. Versus stocks, ikaw yung makakasagot nun. Kung maganda ba?
Hindi naman, okay lang yung mga bias na, okay talaga yung angle na to. Pero yun, you heard it from Icel. I guess what I got from what you said was this. You enter real estate if you know your finances are prepared. Kasi good economy, bad economy, kung naplano mo naman na maayos yung finances mo, you'll be able to still continue that real estate investment.
Yes,
Jackpot
it's a solid investment.
Pag bumagsak,
at bako mo naman.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Okay lang. Pag ganun, nagbagsakan lahat ng mga presyo or madaming gusto magbenta, how can people find opportunities like that? How can they find areas na mura yung mga properties? Kasi kunyari, not everyone is a broker. Should they go to brokers na lang? Sabihan mo ako pag may kilala ka na babagsak na ganun, or may area talaga na mag-aabang-abang ka sa area na medyo tingin mo hindi na kaya bayaran ng mga tao.
Magandang way pa rin to find out kung may mga distressed seller is through the brokers. Kasi pag bumalik na yan sa developer dahil hindi sila makabayad, the developer will not sell it at the price na binili nung first buyer before.
Okay.
Ibebenta niya sa presyo ngayon. So, it's good to keep in contact with your brokers. FYI nyo sila na may ganong budget ka, na you're looking for mga fire sale, rush sale. But kasi when we say opportunities during times like these, opportunity hindi lang nasa presyo. Hindi lang tayo nag-aabang ng opportunity sa pagbagsak ng presyo. Maraming opportunities lumalabas that you have to watch out for. Like what? Like this could be a chance for you to buy property from developers at a very light term, at a very long term. So ibig sabihin, you don't worry na magkaka-recession na ba? Nasa recession na ba tayo? How long will this take? Kasi you're buying a property worth this much with the money like this. Ito muna ilalabas mo. So it's just like putting your savings sa bangko, pero at the end of it all, may land ka. Something that's valuable, something na hindi nag-depreciate, something na sumasabay sa inflation, but you're only using this much money to get this piece of land. That's one of the advantages also times like these.
Okay. Sabi ko last question, pero may naisip ulit ako na question dun eh. Yung fear, especially noong 1990, madami nagpatayo, hindi nila natapos. Should they also be sensitive on what project that they should put it in, what company they should put it in, na at least sure sila na baka hindi naman ito magsara when times get bad also, or at least matapos yung gusto nilang project. Kasi hard-earned money rin naman ng mga tao yun eh.
Important.
May mga rules of thumb ba to know na okay tong companies na to, or may mga...
History. Same sa stocks, you study the fundamentals pa rin of the developer. Gaano katagal itong developer, saan galing yung money niya, ito lang ba yung source of money niya. You really have to do your research also. But dito kasi sa Philippines, alam mo naman eh kung sino yung mga top 3. Alam mo naman basic, parang sikat naman itong mga big developers, lahat naman tayo may idea na kung sino dyan yung mga okay yung integrity, maganda yung sino dyan yung nakakatapos ng mga project. So, best always to stick with the developer that you know delivers. Ako, in my history in real estate ng 14 years, pwede ba akong mag-name?
Oh, go. Naman. Go ahead.
Let's say Ayala Land.
Si Carl nga, lakas mag-name ni Carl. Gusto ko view talaga na to. Go.
Definitely, if you're looking at developers like Ayala Land, naabutan ko na yan na dumaan na yan ng Lehman Brothers Asian crisis. Nakita ko na yung mga project yan The worst that can happen is mag-slow down siya ng 1 year. Madadelay ng 1 year, madadelay ng maximum 2 years, mag-slow down. Pero once na matapos yung building, I promise you, siya pa rin yung pinakamagandang building, mataas pa rin yung demand niya. So, there are companies like that na assured ka. The worst thing that can happen is a little slow down, but real estate naman is long term. If you know that you're in there for a long term, one of the very solid investments.
So I hope you got a lot. Icel D, I'll put your number below or however they can contact you if you want to know more about real estate. Icel D, as in, parang Carly, sobrang yaman ng pamilya nila. So I hope this video helps you. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon guys and bye-bye.
Yun yung kanya pa inisip ko ano yung pangliba. Vistaland has a very big chunk of property also in, right outside New Valley. So these are 5 big players, 5 big developers na dikit-dikit yung property nila. Ang laki ng potential ng area na yun.